Hey, welcome back. It's Jason Walter here. In today's video, I'm going to give you my opinion on why I feel another stimulus check will be approved. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you agree or disagree? Please leave me a comment below. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm a real estate agent and a licensed certified public accountant, or CPA, in Northern California. And on this channel, I give updates about how this pandemic is affecting our real estate market, as well as personal finance topics. So that's something you're interested in? I invite you to subscribe. Okay, let's dive into the video on why I feel another round of stimulus checks will be approved. Just my opinion though, there's no guarantees on this. I actually ran a poll on my YouTube channel to see your thoughts on this, and 61 people voted, so thank you so much if you voted. And the results were that 62% thought there was another round of stimulus checks that's going to get approved, and 38% voted no on this. So it was interesting to see that most of you believe that another round of stimulus checks is coming. If I ran this poll just a few weeks ago, I'm guessing that more people would have voted yes on this because I'm feeling that people are becoming less optimistic as time goes by on whether a second stimulus check will ultimately get approved. In any case, here's why I feel another check is coming. Number one would be that the Republicans' focus right now is to open up the economy and get people back to work. So for example, like I mentioned in my previous video, according to U.S. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, he stated the following, and he said, any further legislation will need to focus on practical solutions that help kids return to school next fall, help laid-off Americans get rehired, and stop frivolous lawsuits from stalling our recovery. However, that's very hard to do right now with the protests and all the looting that has occurred across our nation. Some businesses were just starting to open up with the ease of the stay-at-home orders. Some business owners lost nearly everything, and so it could take 1 to 2 months for them to clean up, repair the damage, and then get operational again. I'm sure many of you saw the videos and the pictures online of all the looting that had occurred, and some of these stores lost almost their entire inventory and have damage to their stores as well. So it's going to take a while for them to get operational again. Meanwhile, the workers of these businesses cannot go back to work. So that could potentially increase the unemployment. Number two, and that is we could see a spike in COVID-19 cases due to all these protesting and large groups gathering and the ease of the stay-at-home orders. And as you can see from the photos and videos online, there's obviously thousands of people who are not practicing social distancing right now. And what's really troubling about that is, according to the CDC, the incubation period of COVID-19 is thought to extend to 14 days, so it can be as long as 14 days, with a median time of 4 to 5 days from exposure to symptoms onset. So what that basically means is that someone therefore can be asymptomatic, which means they have no signs of COVID-19, for up to 14 days. So they can still transmit to others without even knowing it. With the widespread protesting right now and then the ease of the restrictions of the stay-at-home orders, one would assume that there's going to be a spike in COVID-19 cases. We will see. In my opinion, I think a lot of people are tired of staying at home and really want their life back to normal right now. However, COVID-19 is far from gone, and according to Johns Hopkins University, over 100,000 deaths have occurred in the United States due to this virus. Plus, the number of cases is still growing. If there is a spike in cases, one would assume there's going to be more people who are going to need more financial support. Number three would be some remarks made by Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. And he stated the following last Friday. He said that the coronavirus is having a disproportionate impact on low-income workers in the United States. He said that the pandemic is falling on those least able to bear its burdens. In an interview with 60 Minutes about 2 weeks ago, Powell stated the following: of the people who were working in February who are making less than $40,000 per year, almost 40% have lost their jobs in the last month or so. So 40% is a huge number. Obviously, these individuals and families need their financial support right now. Number four, and that would be that Democrats are pushing hard for another round of stimulus checks. House Democrats, as you probably know, passed the HEROES Act, which is a $3 trillion proposed bill that was passed 2 weeks ago. And part of this 1,815-page proposed bill included stimulus checks. This is similar to the stimulus checks of the CARES Act that was passed about 2 months ago. So according to the HEROES Act, if you're single earning $75,000 or less, you'll get a stimulus check for $1,200. If you're married, it's double that. So it'd be $2,400 if you're married filing jointly, earning less than $150,000 per year. In addition, you'll get up to $1,200 per dependent for up to 3 dependents. Therefore, a family of 5 could get up to $6,000 according to the HEROES Act. However, this is just a one-time check. It's not a recurring check like many of the other bill proposals out there, such as the Automatic Boost to Communities Act or the ABC Act that called for recurring or monthly checks. There was also a ton of other items in the HEROES Act, including a boost to unemployment, student loan forgiveness, and hazard pay for essential employees, just to name a few. If you're interested in learning more about the HEROES Act that was passed just a couple weeks ago by the House Democrats, I will leave a link in the description below for that video. A key factor here is that the Democrats and the Republicans have to meet in the middle and come to an agreement. And right now they seem to be far apart on that. And regardless if you're a Democrat or a Republican, if you read through the HEROES Act, which is again 1,800 pages long, I'll leave a link in the description below for that. In my opinion, they are asking far too much. It's not a reasonable request. So I invite you, if you haven't skimmed through that bill, look through it for 15 minutes and make your own conclusion about this. The reality is that it's so over the top that the Senate may not even consider it, and they may even come up with their own bill. At $3 trillion, the HEROES Act is 50% more costly than the CARES Act, for example. Regardless, a compromise must be made on both sides. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the Senate responds on what they feel is reasonable, and hopefully they respond shortly. So what do you think? Do you think another round of stimulus checks will ultimately get approved? I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Please comment below. Also, if you want 2 free stocks, in other words, free money, click on the link below because WeBull is giving away 2 free stocks, with one of those being valued up to $1,400 when you deposit $100 on the platform. So if you want 2 free stocks, click the link below and let me know which free stocks you receive. Please subscribe to this channel and I keep you updated with new developments. Also, if you like this video, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that to help support this channel. I also post videos about how this pandemic is affecting our real estate market. So that's something you're interested in, I invite you to subscribe. You also can follow me on Instagram. I'm Sacramento Realtor. I hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.